One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. To throw is Wentz. This ball complete to Rager. A gain of 6 there on first.
Pass complete to Jalen Rager.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
1-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Throwing now is Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 46-yard line.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Working from the gun, Wentz. This will be taken in by Hightower. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now on 2nd and 16. Wentz. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Elliott. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
To put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
At the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Complete to Miles Sanders. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 7, Eagles nothing.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. Try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Catanzaro lining up 40 extra.
And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
The post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott from the gun. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard and get.
It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
A gain of
It's a big play there for the Eagles. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Gain of 5.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and that forced the incompletion.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 37.
So first thing that crossed my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
The ball carrier.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll employ the jumbo set now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles get a score closer. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield. And got his man complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go to Elliott again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's tackled at the
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Elliott.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is incomplete.
Pass thrown away and incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
The 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll run with Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
He's checking. It's like 47.
Throwing, Prescott. And this is caught, Amari Cooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz now to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So we recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
That's complete to Hightower.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
39-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 34. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First down, Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Elliott. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down he'll go at the 25.
To number 80.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 25-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
First down, Eagles.
Wentz to throw again. Left side here to Sanders. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Wentz's pass.
Jalen Reagor, 48 yards. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
He's in the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly. Getting back there, making the tackle, and not giving up 2 points themselves.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Throwing here, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
Prescott from the gun. Flush to his right. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Tonight's final score.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what